We just left this church and we are so lucky. We got some food so we won't have to, we can use that for other things like new tires or shelter. And we got a sleeping bag, which is, we're so blessed. It sounds like a snack for you, huh? But it's not. I'm sorry. We do have snacks for you though. That's right. It's pretty awesome. And it's about to be nighttime and we're gonna go door dashing for a few hours. So you could barely see us, but there's Molly. The good news is we acquired a sleeping bag yesterday, and bad news is that apparently it started snowing and it's pretty cold, so I had to turn the car back on, heat up a little bit, and turn it back off. Another little bit of bad news is I'm 99% sure I broke my right middle toe. Somehow. It fractured it. I don't know. It really hurts. So I took yesterday off and just tried to be as sloth-like as possible. It still hurts though, but only when I put like pressure on it in a certain way. So we're all snuggled up here, and it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise it's been pretty chill, literally. Molly's content. She's wrapped up and I'm right next to her. Wrapped up with all the blankets, and I'm in a sleeping bag tonight. Usually we're snuggling under all the blankets. I have the car turned on to give us some heat for a little bit, because if you look, my kid drew on my thing. Actually, my kid's friend did that. If you look outside, there's snow, so, and frost, so it's pretty cold. I'm really grateful for this sleeping bag right now. And that's Molly snoring in the background, so yes. We'll be back a little bit later. It is really cold, but this sleeping bag that we were given yesterday is amazing. And Molly is under a few blankets and seems okay, so definitely cold air, but not dangerous or anything, which is good. So we're gonna go to church at 10, and usually I don't sleep in this long, but I think I'm going to lay down and until they plow the place where I'm at, because otherwise, I don't know. You're snoring. Otherwise, my car is kind of iffy. I'm saving to get new tires on the front, so. Yep, the frost. It's still snowing. And we're at the gas station, but it's still snowing, and I think, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to work much today because of the roads. I need new tires so bad. That's the first thing I'm doing when I get $150 saved up, is getting new tires for my friend on my car, because they are not working very well in the snow. Since I'm not sure if my middle toe's fractured or if it just hurts really bad for whatever reason. That and the road conditions, it's gonna be a real slow day. So I'm gonna check the weather and see how it is gonna be for the rest of the day and kind of plan around that. Right now we're going to the church, and then we're gonna go to the library after that. weather's good enough, we might ride over to a more urban town to work, because I really can't afford to take a day off. So the snow's beautiful though. I just can't really drive in it that well right now. I need to save up like $150 to get new front tires, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. But right before this happened, and I was like in this position, right when I was still in a hotel, I had to pay $1,100 on maxed out my Firestone card because my brakes, the compression went completely out. It was one of the scariest things actually that's ever happened to me. And I had to get like the rotors and the brakes and a couple other things up there replaced in the front, and went $16 over the card's budget. It's $1,100 something, but that's okay. We're gonna get it eventually. Just hopefully, try to let that guy go. Hopefully sooner than later. Taking this big thing of hair things up here to see if they want them for donations, since I'm not really from here. I don't know where else I could do that at. We'll see. There's some toys in there too that are brand new. So I have a very crude setup. I'm a worm also. That sleeping bag is amazing. I have a very, 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 very crude setup, but it's what I would call scary cold. Molly, say hello. Hello. You just had water. You just had a bunch of water. But we're gonna see how this works, and hopefully we won't have to turn the car on very much tonight. I just turned it off, and Molly's under some stacks of blankets next to me. I wish I could get her inside the worm bag. Okay. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Peacefully sleeping. Oops. We just dropped off our first order of the day from this little local place called Blackbird Cafe, and we're gonna head back over there to that area and wait for another order for whatever pops up. And while I'm waiting, when I say we, I mean me and Molly, but while we are waiting, I'm gonna reorganize the car because it is not in its best condition right now. There's no trash or anything in it, but it needs to be reorganized. So my foot still hurts. However, something really amazing happened. I went back to the church, and they could definitely use those donations for others, and got them out of my car, which was also a great thing. Win-win-win. And I didn't ask for, I got some oranges and some apples and stuff that makes me really, that I just love. And I got a bag of food that I can just make peanut butter sandwiches, which is good with me. I'm not a picky eater, but I do have OCD, and it's very food related, and that's a whole other story. And so this one lady goes, "Oh, I'm so glad you came back, because," and they'd given me that sleeping bag
which I really don't know how we would have done without it. They gave me a sleeping bag and like an emergency, I guess it's called a bivy, but I just know him as like an emergency blanket. We didn't have to use that. I tried to use it because my back windshield is out and it's gonna cost like $400 to get it fixed, so I've just been dealing with it. And yes, I have insurance, but with the insurance, well, actually, my estranged spouse is the one that told me that, so maybe I should call myself and find out now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, they gave me this little bag, this little football bag, football americano, and it has little football cups in it, and a reusable straw. Oh, and a stress ball key. That's actually really cute. You see, a little stress ball keychain. That's really cute. But they also, I didn't ask for this. They just gave it to me, knowing my situation and talking to me a little bit on Friday night. And they gave me a Domino's card, which was really sweet of them. I'm about to cry. Sorry, I'm about to cry. And they also gave me a gas card. And there's enough on it that it'll probably help me for at least a couple of days of work that I can just, I'm gonna cry. It was just such a blessing. I didn't ask for it, and they just they gave it to me. So it's definitely gonna help a lot. I said I wasn't gonna cry, but I am a little bit, because when I lived in Alabama, I helped a lot of people, and I'm not saying that in a way to like brag, but I helped a lot of people in my community. It was a priority. I started a mutual aid group, and I helped places that needed volunteers and all sorts of things. And up here, I'm all alone. It's very lonely. Literally, the only person I have, the only dog I have is Molly. Until I can see my kids again, and there's nothing stopping me from that except for my estranged spouse, because there's no one up here to facilitate visitation. But that aside, I'm so grateful for that, because they didn't have to do that, and it's gonna help me like immensely. I won't have to worry for the next couple of days about, you know, working and then having to put money back in for gas. I can just go straight and save it for the tires that I need, and the vet care that Molly needs, and somewhere in between there, maybe get us some temporary housing. I'm not sure. I don't want to stay in my car. I would rather be indoors. It is scary. It is a little bit scary up here when it gets this cold. But I'm just so blessed and so grateful. Sorry. And I think that's going to be it for the last couple of days video. And the next video, I'm going to take you on a tour of my setup when it's cleaned up. And the really helpful thing is I would like to get a storage unit too. It's just I'm coming from nothing. So, and I had about $400 saved up a couple weeks ago, and I had to blow it all in a hotel because of the weather. There was like a major snowstorm, and everybody was telling me to get inside. So I still kind of regret that a little bit, but I didn't have a sleeping bag or anything, so nothing I could do about it now. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. And even though my foot still hurts, I'm taking it slow. I've taken a couple orders today. I'm trying to, my friends want to put a GoFundMe up for me for like a lawyer and a couple other things. because they know like the situation down south, like they're down in south, and they know like the situation I'm in, and like that I'm not a bad person. So they've been asking me like some questions so I could get that maybe set up. I didn't want to, but they offered to do it for me, so I helped a lot of people. So I think I just need to like not be prideful and accept help when it's offered to me. But if you've watched this far, thank you. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because I need to get to 50 subscribers so I can go live. I like going live. On TikTok I can already go live, but I would also like to be able to go live on YouTube. I'm more of a YouTube person. I hope everybody has a really good Sunday.